And now Fnatic continuing to push into that yard. MBK's been caught out at the back of Ivy as Flusher pushes through, which has caused Kenny to... Keo's coming into support, but it's Fnatic that have the yard covered off as Kenny misses another shot. Can't manage to make it, and Flusher will shut him down. Fnatic now have the yard in control. Bomb will go down, and there's nothing Keo can do.
Yeah, there really isn't. And he's just going to be in CT spawn. Might just want to be a save, but the only thing you'd really hope for is doing some economic damage as Fnatic evacuate out of this bomb site. So that's going to be a solid round for Fnatic to win, and unlikely as well. They had to take duels. They didn't have the utility to really get out, and they worked that perfectly. So no really joy found by Envy early on in the round, and Fnatic's able to storm in there. Kenny missed a couple shots. He seemed to be a little bit out of position when that execute eventually did come in.
Well, Keo will get caught out, so Fnatic keep themselves a decent round there. And of course, they also recovered that AWP that Kenny had in his hand. So olofmeister's sitting on that one. We'll see if it gets passed off to JW. I suspect it will. Yes, it's already thrown his way. So Fnatic with their first round on the board, and a successful one at that.
Yeah, and with the amount of players they have survived, now they're not in damage of their economy being shattered if they lose this round. They have plenty of money even if they lose to buy into the next one. They salvage the AWP, and that's going to be huge on JW early on.
And immediately he's going to try and line up. We saw Forrest trying to go for the wallbang shot, actually. Tried it a good couple of times, but look at Kenny S here, going for that early information. Out on Ivy. Flush is there. Olof's managed to pick off Happy. That's all the way down on B side at the moment. JW lining one up, though. MBK will get picked off. And now Envy in a real problematic position. 5 on 3 as Fnatic pile in towards B side.
Yeah, that's rough. Olof just comes down lower ramp and gets that pick. That can't happen. So Envy's going to have to be a little bit wary of that moving forward as Happy rotates back towards the inner site. Keo must not have had his eyes on it, so now there's so much time to play with. In a 5 on 3 with over a minute left, JW with that op, he's going to miss his shot, so some damage is done, but Keo's got a big job to do here.
olofmeister just around the side could pick him off. Keo trying to do some work. He's got Apex and Kenny coming in support, but Flushes the lurker around the back causing them problems, and Keo now still solo versus 4 members of Fnatic will go down. A valiant effort, but wasn't able to get any of those picks. And Fnatic, you would assume, will close this one out. Kenny caught in between Flusher on connector, and Apex just trying to hide. He's got himself 2. Crims and Olof going down, trying to make it expensive for them. Certainly won't be able to get in and get this defuse in, but Dennis should cut him out, and he will do. So, 4-2, Fnatic get themselves the second round on the board. They keep hold of that AWP. More importantly, it puts Envy now in a tricky situation. They forced in that last round. Now it means they're going to have to go for a bit of a save.
Yeah, Flusha's... This is kind of the tactic that Fnatic's running here. A lot of pressure towards that inner bomb site early. Flusha lurking out mid. That's a couple times he's tried it. He got caught out the first time, but that time he was just the insurance policy. Once they have those picks, they can't devote too many players to watching for him to lurk out very, very slowly. They have to get on the rotate quickly. So 2 rounds, Fnatic break the economy of Envy. Now they have a chance to close the gap on the score on the T side. Get up towards 3, but it should be a bye next round from Envy.
Yeah, Olof gone for that Mach 10. This is something we're starting to get used to seeing, a save from Envy. It is a strange thing, I know. They do tend to force every round, but it is something they've started to see develop. Kenny S trying to make some damage. He has managed to get Crims down. He could try and get a second Flusher, almost taken down by that P250, but Happy is the last man standing, and Fnatic will close this one out. olofmeister only able to get that 1. Can he get the second? Yes, he can, clocking up the cash on the Mach 10.
Yeah, just going farming a little bit, building up some more bank for that T side. When things do eventually start to get rocky again, that's when that money's going to start. I mean, you look at JW is 8,400, so they're building up plenty of money on this T side to be able to rebuy AWPs, to rebuy all their utility.
Well, Kenny's mouse is dead apparently at the moment, so I'm guessing he needs to figure that one out. Not exactly sure. And it's cold. It is cold, actually. We were discussing this. We're in Barcelona. We were like, we're coming to Spain. It's going to be great. It's going to be warm.
Surprised me.
Catched us out. Damn it.
I left snow at home. I was really excited for the nice Barcelona weather.
Yeah. I was so excited. I mean, I was in the UK for the week doing the Pro League, and then, you know, freezing cold, rainy. It was snowing when I left Germany as well before that.
It's a tough life.
I was expecting to come here, nice sunshine. But no, we're sat here hugging a cup of tea to stay warm.
Exactly. Over and over. No op this time, though, for Kenny S. It's just 5 M4s across the board. So a big advantage for JW with that AWP. He'll have plenty of chances and won't really have too many that's able to challenge him. And this is he grabbed this angle as well. And this isn't necessarily to hit a shot, but it is to grab some information.
That's a lot of flashes. They're piling straight out of Ivy. Had to back away. Apex manages to get 1, 2, and 3. Cuts them down in Ivy. Brilliant stuff from Apex, and that has caused some serious problems. JW left alone. Not a lot he can do now.
Yeah, Kenny also grabbed one. That was the 4th, so it is JW all alone. Misses another shot, and now there's just nowhere for him to go. Happy's going to eventually take him out, and that's beautiful from Envy. Nobody falls.
Apex doing a job there. Brilliant stuff down Ivy. And they'd done it perfectly. Smoked it, flashed it, pop flashed it through, tried to pile on him, but caught himself in a great position, all in one clip. Gets himself a 3K and puts Envy right back on the map.
Fnatic has been pretty aggressive in different positions across the map, trying to go very, very quick pace and catch Envy off guard, but now it's the switch up. Now we're going to see him slow down. They have a double op setup, so JW and Olaf Meister as the secondary. They're going to have to give both of these ops. This is a big investment, so they need to give him time to try and find some opening kills.
Well, at the moment, they're both pretty much stacked together. JW's got himself down, Pop Dog just getting a peek around there. Flusher smoked out Ivy and he's made his way around, and that's bought JW time. That's Flusher giving him the information saying, yeah, it's clean to get a peek, and JW trying to find something, but we can see, obviously, with the X-ray, MBK lining up a shot here. Seeing if anything come through. They are going to push through on towards B site, and Happy will get taken down by Crims as they burst on through. Keo is managed to get himself one. JW, you can see, landed that shot. That was over on Electric on MBK, but Keo is making work right now. And Fnatic are in trouble. Crims still waiting to get that bomb plant down, but Keo gets himself a 3rd. That Molly's going to force him around the side. Flusher will finally clear him out. Now we're in a 2-on-2 situation as Kenny rotates. JW holding the angle. Just the timing as he shifts as Kenny comes through. And that's going to buy him time. Apex is going to get around the side. That smoke will delay, but this is the new bomb plant timer, remember. They have time, but Kenny is going to have to make this one work. That grenade could do some damage. Doesn't do a great, just grazes Flusher's knee. And Flusher using that smoke perfectly for Kenny. Tries to get some shots through it. JW on Overwatch, up the top. Kenny gets himself one, but he's going to have to go huge here to try and move JW from that position. He will back away, save the orb, but question is, will JW let him? JW is pursuing, he will catch him. Nicely done. And Fnatic get themselves the round.
Yeah, that's ruthless by JW to make sure he can't save that up. Really, really nice play. And again, Fnatic, just very, very simple tactics. Just walking down lower ramp, had plenty of room to do it. And they just set up 3 members, find that opening kill, and from there, JW can kind of try and cut off the rotations with that on. I mean, despite the heroics from Kiyoshima to get 3 kills there to bring it into a 2-on-2. So they've evened the scoreline now, and once again, Envy on a very tough money situation. Losing this round would be a massive blow to their economy. They wouldn't be able to buy into the next one.
They've got to be careful they don't get caught out by JW. He's scoped up and looking. He will get flashed out, but Quelly managed to catch an angle. No, he won't, because Crims takes down Kenny. It was Kenny that was in the position. And everybody from Fnatic. Olafmeister's already moved into B site, actually. He's fighting up against Keo. He's almost got caught out, just got a glimpse of Keo's head. Should catch him, he will do. And that is B site cleared out. The information goes across. Fnatic on the rotate now. Olaf still causing problems, but Apex has managed to take him down as Flusher moves into sight. Pops out that flash and will get the bomb plant in as Apex tries to reposition. It's a 3-on-2 for Envy as Apex pushes forward. Flusher covering off that bomb site. He's going to get flanked here, though. Apex gets himself an easy position, and now Crims in a tricky 3-on-1 with bomb down. Apex going to try and fake it out there. He catches MBK, spins around, expecting somebody in the smoke, almost manages to transfer on towards Apex, but not able to work out. Happy will get him down, and we're trading round for round, and you talked about it at the start. That was a tricky round to lose, and actually it didn't really work out for either of them. It will be Envy that will get themselves the round. Defuse comes in. Both of them, though, starting to struggle on the money.
Yeah, the Envy's going to have an AWP. That's why they delayed that defuse, so Happy could go run and grab the op that was on the ground. JW's going to pick it back up, but the money for the Envy side, they win that round, but they haven't been able to string some together in quite some time. And they lose 3 members, so their money is still very, very suspect. 2 members on $50, and even NBK on just a FAMAS and a smoke and a flash, so not very much to go with. But Flush, on the other hand, I mean, he's only got a Tech 9, so a lot of this op for JW hasn't been too successful at opening rounds, but it's been very impactful in the mid-round when he's able to perch himself to cut off rotations to either of the bomb sites.
This is looking like Fnatic are going to try and speed things up here. JW going aggressive, going hunting, going looking for kills. He drops down, finds MBK, and that's going to, of course, Fnatic to push on through. Crims has managed to pick himself up on one on Apex, but that was traded. The molly burning out there. Kenny's tucked around, but Flusher moves his way in. Happy and Keo just around the side. Happy's been found out. JW doing great work with an AWP, and Kenny unable to respond. Gets a close one on Flusher. Flashes his way in. Bomb plant going in from Olaf Meister, but Kenny not able to land his shots, and Keo coming in support.
Yeah, it's miscommunication that can't occur. EnVy can't even realize they could be on mid. Either way, Keo gets that kill. The retake is on now, but Kenny is pinned down. This is the tough part. He cannot really escape at the moment to help Kiyoshima, so Keo's got to make the move that allows Kenny to come in, and JW almost gives it to him. They're playing with the ladder. Got to be very cautious.
That's positional information, though, and Kenny's managed to make advantage of this one. Keo will get the kill. Last man is Dennis. Tucked in on Electric. Bomb plant perfectly for him. It's Keo, he's holding it, he's holding it, he's holding it, and Dennis will catch him out now. It's Kenny, he's only got 16 health. He's gonna have to back away. The timer is not long enough for him. Almost get tapped, and he does. That's brilliant from Dennis. That's the AWP loss for Team EnVy as well. And 6-5 the score. Once again, we trade back and forward, but EnVy, they must be absolutely broke. They are. They can't afford anything in this round.
Yeah, there's the punish from Fnatic. That's nicely done. And then the end of that 2-on-1, so much time is lost on the bomb clock that Kenny basically just has to guess, and he's just guessing that it's in ladder room instead of U-box. It was basically a 50-50 chance at that point. So he makes the wrong decision, and they get punished for it.
Fnatic sped it up in that last round. Are they going to try and do the same again, knowing that the economy of EnVy will be broken? EnVy themselves stacking out, expecting this one.
And they're here to build up some money. Olaf's going to lead the way again with the MAC-10. Kenny's far away, so he's going to spot it out early, but Olaf, I don't know if he spotted that one behind the bomb train. It's a stack from EnVy. 4 members here at the center site, but I don't even think they're going to get too much done. The nade comes out, the bomb's going to get planted. There's the nade kill. Happy swings out now. He also falls. It's just Olaf Meister that goes down, but it's the MAC-10. So no real big loss there. NBK, the last one left. Not much left for him to do.
Yeah, just going to sit and wait it out and connect to see if he can get anyone on the exit, but Flush is already chasing him down. Doesn't look like NBK is going to come out with anything here, and JW will finish the job. So Fnatic get themselves a fairly clean round there, and as you mentioned, it was only Olaf went down, and he'd already found himself 2 kills on that MAC-10. So 6-6 all square. Fnatic on the T side, looking good for them so far.
That's going to have to be another save out of EnVy. It does look like they're buying up a little bit, some upgraded pistols. Kiyoshima has a scout. But into this next gun round, Fnatic has a great chance to go up towards 7, but this next gun round for EnVy is so important. And they did it well at the beginning, but they've since struggled. Olaf's having great success on that inner bomb site, entering down lower ramp, entering out the up top. I mean, they need to contain this early pressure from Fnatic and make sure they don't lose a player too early on in the rounds.
Can Keo get any work done with that? Scout doesn't look it. He's already been tagged up by Olaf. They've traded back and forth. You can see the hit points down on both sides. But it's Pop Dog where the action's going to be happening. Apex on Electric. The 5-7, a hope and a dream. Smoke's coming out. He's in the perfect place to try and put a stop to this one. JW is going to be the man that scopes around with that AWP. Oh, he just got a glimpse of him. Oh, misses the shot, though. Doesn't land the original shot, and Apex is going to be able to get out alive. Manages to back himself away. The information will be gathered, and that's Fnatic forced to change their angles now. They know that Keo's got a scout here on B site. They've already traded with him, but EnVy are reading this one pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, this rotation back in, they don't feel pressure at that outside bomb site. But still, I mean, just pistols on that scout, and actually now it seemed like Flusha causes enough of a distraction, considers rotating to EnVy, but Apex spots the legs on top, and he's going to take some shots, might be able to grab a quick kill here. And there's the bomb. Actually, this is huge. This is some good stuff. Apex has a great position. He gets a second one as well.
And this is causing some serious problems. Olaf's got around the back, though, and he should be able to disrupt EnVy as they try and close this one around. He will get Happy down, and that will put an end to it. Keo, the last man standing, gets himself one, can get another as well. You can see that Olaf is low. He's tagged him up already, as is JW. So this is still a dangerous position. Bomb planted, though. It's down for Keo to try and make the move. And Fnatic playing this one well. They're just making sure they don't peek for him. Don't give him the angles. And they will just close him out. Olaf, any second now, will peek. There we go. JW just comes around the side of Brown Horse and catches him out. So Fnatic take the lead for the first time in this game. 7-6. EnVy going to respond. They're going double AWP.
This is good, because if Fnatic's going to be this aggressive into the choke points, because they're really trying to get down that lower ramp to surprise them. They're trying, I mean, you saw that round, they tried to just flash themselves through smoke and Ivy. If they're going to be aggressive in these choke points in the early stages of the round, the AWPs can do some damage, can get an opening kill, and help EnVy go into the mid round with a man advantage, or just at least equal powered. And there's JW, just as I say that, It's going to be JW winning it, and look how aggressive he remains. He takes that opportunity. Once again, NBK has no clue he can be out mid. A second free kill on NBK for JW.
Apex caught in the wild as well. Will manage to get himself a response and gets another down. Envy suddenly turn it on, and it's just going to be one man standing. Crims gets taken down, and where the hell did that come from, Apex? Picks himself up that loose AWP, gets himself the kills.
That's an incredible performance because JW did everything to get his round into a win, or his team to win that round. I mean, that opening kill, and then once again, whittling it down just more, and Apex just makes a hero stand at the bomb train, even missing that initial shot, but somehow survives. He gets 2 op kills.
From a 5-on-3, you thought it was a done deal, but Envy turned it around, and that certainly caught Fnatic off guard. They forced it straight up here. Bit of a shoddy bite across the board. JW back on the AWP, but it's a scout for Olaf. It's a deagle for Crims, and Keo manages to catch the entry. Almost gets himself a second, but Fnatic are in on site now. They will get the plant down. It's down for Envy on a tricky retake. Apex trying to creep around the back.
This is a really scary situation now for Envy. This is a round that just opening kills, it was just an inner rush, and only 1 kill goes out towards Keo, and he gets boxed into 1 location. They're able to swarm him, and a second comes out on that scout from Olaf. So once again, Fnatic very quick early on, just opens up that inner bomb site like it's nothing. Look at JW, the scoreline, leading the way for his team. He's got 15 kills. But 8 rounds on the T side. It started out so well. Envy wins the first 4. You think their economy is going to be established moving forward, but then it was all Fnatic from there. Envy never again able to string 2 rounds together.
Yeah, some back and forth action. Close game between the two teams as we go into the second half. What can Envy do on the T side? Pistol may well be vital, because if Fnatic can build that economy up, they are going to struggle to take the stranglehold from them. CZ coming out of Olafmeister here in the pistol round, going full on aggression. There is a kit on Crims, armor across the board. Is it going to be a Glock train? No, they're going to slow things down.
Oh, and Olaf, the timing, this might work out, but Keo's waiting for it patiently and just deletes him very efficiently.
MBK also down to Ivy. Dennis is actually going looking, so information gathering, and he will find himself a shot onto Apex here. Apex is sat waiting. Dennis does get a glimpse on him, but that's all he needed. Don't over-rotate, don't go peeking, don't go looking. Just hold the angle. Flusher, meanwhile, in the middle of the yard, but look at that. It's a 3-man challenge on Dennis, and now he's in a pin position. They're going to try and push on forward. This is just basically doing all the damage. Dennis managed to get Apex down, but Keo's closing the gap here. He's going to get closer and closer. Dennis will finally get taken down, and Envy trying to whittle the numbers down, but it was a good trade for Dennis nonetheless. He was pinned, and he was in a 3-on-1 and still got a kill. I
like that call by Envy to have 3 players dedicated towards flushing him out of that spot. They want to deny the intel. So now Fnatic, essentially, they have to take a risk on either one of these bomb sites. JW's got a good spot towards mid, so they do have 2 people out here at least. But JW's got to land one of these, and it's not. It's going to be Keo with the CZ. Drops him very, very quickly, down to a 4-on-2.
Yeah, Flusher now last man standing. MBK catches Crims. Flusher tapping, gets Happy down, but MBK responds, and it will be Envy that pick up the pistol. Good round from both MBK and Keo, getting himself a 3, and also stealing that CZ from Olafmeister. 8-8, and it's going to be SMGs, I assume, across the board. We will see an AK from Keo.
Really, really smart by Envy. I mean, deny that map control, deny that map presence and the information. They had plenty of time to be able to force Dennis out, and it almost looked initially like he was going to be able to win some of those long-range duels. I mean, that was the thing. It was a big gamble with that many Glocks going up against the P2000 at range like that.
Ooh, big tags, actually. Crims managing to get 1 down. Dennis is picked off. They did invest into a couple of deagles, so this is a little dangerous for Envy, but now the SMGs will come in and clear up. Happy scooping up himself a double kill as Flusher tries to tap away, but MBK cleans things up, and it is just Olafmeister left. So 4 men alive, but look how low they all are. If he could just get a couple of tags, he has got the deagle. It's possible to wipe them out here. If he gets himself the first shot, can't manage to land it on Apex, and he's forced to back out. As I say, that Happy gets dropped. I don't think they're going to chase him too hard here.
No reason to lose any more weapons, especially with the HP. You want to keep both of those AK-47s into the next round. Those are big investments for round 2. But that round was on a knife's edge for a while with the damage that was dealt, just a little bit more out of Fnatic, and that could have turned completely around. So it's those MP7 kills out of Happy, the 2 he got in Connector, that really bailed Envy out of this round. Either way, Olaf is still going to hunt for a little bit more. It's only NBK really sticking around in this outer site just to make sure no defuse comes in late. and Olaf thinks he can try and grab one.
Well, he caught a glimpse. He knows which way they're going to exit. Anyone going to show for him? No, doesn't look it. So Envy regain the lead, 9-8 on the board. And Apex is going to pass off that SMG. So Happy's going to stick with the SMG, as is Kenny. Kenny's going to go Mac 10 as well. So they know that Fnatic, they did invest in a couple of Deagles and P250s in that round. They can't go straight into rifles. They will be low on that armor. Just Olaf Meister with the head armor.
This is both pistols now won by Envy in this matchup. So, I mean, even though they got beat up in that first half, that kind of negates the pistol round they won, that they only got 7 rounds. But when you win both these pistols on train, you should feel like you have a massive advantage. In the early stages of this half for Envy, they have to be able to build up economy. They can't take too much damage. They're going to need all that money moving forward, and actually it looks like Happy, there's going to be a stack at the inner sight for Fnatic. Happy should be able, if he gets aggressive at all, he'll be able to sniff it out, at least get that information for his team, because they're just waiting across the map for what he tells them.
He is literally the distracting force. Look at the rest of the team on the minimap. They are just holding station. Happy's going to go looking, doesn't actually get a single bullet. Olaf Meister takes him down easily. That'll be an SMG for Fnatic. Now they're stacked up on the side. They're going to try and go for the retake. Olaf Meister's going to push on through. Doesn't manage to catch Kenny down. Kenny pushing through with that Mac 10 in a perfect position now in connector to just farm himself up the cash. Apex is being challenged out by Flusher, but not a great deal from this one. Fnatic are in a good position to try and collapse on towards Envy, but it is pistols versus rifles. Generally, you would assume Envy will come out on top of that one. Apex tagged up heavily though. Grenade will get himself the kill. But still, low hit points. This is what we were talking about. Dennis and Crims pick themselves up too. Apex is only on 6 health. MBK, if he gets dealt with, would be a problem, but Crims unable to make the damage. But that was a costly round for Envy.
Yeah, another one. So a little bit scary, a little bit sketchy. They're not able to build up too much money in these rounds. It's so well done from Fnatic. Crims gets another. Oh, he does blow up, so he's not able to salvage that AK-47 into the next round. A little bit of a bummer for Happy coming down that lower ramp. He just wanted to see what Inside was going to offer him. The first player he meets, really well done from Fnatic, was Olaf with the armor. So that SMG had no impact on him.
Pause called out from Envy there. So 10-8. This will be the first rifle round for Fnatic. Need to figure out exactly how they're going to deal with it. We are going to see the AWP from Kenny S. Unpaused. Okay, let's get things back underway. So we saw the aggression from JW on the T side with that AWP, going very aggressive, just bursting into yard, jumping on top of the trains, landing them shots. We are seeing a double AWP coming out from Fnatic as well. How do we see this one going?
Yeah, and the opening gun round as well. So that's a big investment for them. JW is going to take his towards connector. Dennis is also going to be at the outer train yard. So using these range battles. Now JW is a glass cannon AWP, but it's going to be Dennis that gets the opening pick.
That's MBK going down. Nade's actually going to cause a little bit of damage on Apex and Kenny there. Kenny's having to return. He's on the full rotate here. Nobody really challenging over on B side just yet. That's where Keo and Happy are stacking towards it. Crims has actually rotated as well. So there's 2 on B side for Fnatic as well. So they're expecting something after getting that opening pick. They expect Envy to maybe try and look for something. Kenny holding that angle at Ivy. Nobody showing for him.
There's actually no one even really watching Ivy for the most part. Just now Dennis has turned around to give it some attention, but for a long time that was open to Envy. It's just you never expect to have that much freedom towards Ivy. So Kenny's just over here trying to get a pick, and Dennis
going for the challenge. He gets it. Kenny S taken down by Dennis. That's a real problem for Envy. It's now a 3-on-5. And that was the opening they were hoping they could try and get over on Ivy. Dennis getting himself the 2 important frags in this round already.
And I mean, look at what Fnatic's done. Now that they have such a huge advantage, there's 2 at the inner bomb site. Now, it's evened up. Too much aggression still going on for Fnatic and back down to a 3-on-3. So they've given such a massive advantage right back to Envy. And Envy's going to start rotating towards the inner bomb site.
JW's on the push through connector, but Crims isn't on site. That flash will cause him a moment, but are they expecting him to be up close? They did take down Olaf Meister. Keo does manage to get himself a second. JW, though, scopes up, gets Apex down. And now a 2-on-2 hold for Envy. Happy up in the side there. He's collected that up from Kenny S. Keo is going to be the important man. He's down low as well. 13 health. JW finds him, gets himself a second. And now Happy up on high. But this bomb plant is perfect for him. Oh, JW is going to come up on high. He doesn't expect JW to be there. JW causes the problem. Flusher gets the defuse, and Fnatic hold the round.
Yeah, it's a nice play by JW, just guaranteeing the win. He does salvage the other op as well, but on top of that ladder, I mean, even if Happy peeks out and gets the diffuser, he's there to surprise him immediately. So just being the insurance policy, and Fnatic, I mean, that just goes back and forth, but still. Now look, with that plan, Envy can buy again. Kenny has an AWP one more time. Olaf's only on a Mag 10, or I mean on a Mag 7, excuse me. And then the Famas out of Crim, so still a little bit beat up in terms of their money.
No opening picks this time. Dennis and JW trying to line things up. There's that Mag 7 coming into action, but it doesn't land cleanly on Keo, and Keo will come out on top in the exchange, and now they may well push on through. They may realize that B could well be a little lackluster. JW is here, up close and personal. Is he going to be able to land the shot? No, he's not. Now it's a real risk for him now as he backs away. The nade goes out, doesn't do as much as he'd like, and Kenny gets himself a shot on Crims. JW trying to work it. They're coming flying towards him. Can't land the no-scope on Apex, and the pure, unadulterated aggression from Envy catching Fnatic off guard.
Yeah, unchecked aggression, and there was nothing there from Fnatic to slow it down, so a sick round from Envy. And this is a harsh reset. Down to 2 players to surviving in the last round. Fnatic win 1, and they're immediately reset. So on the T side of Train, this is a lot of opportunity for Envy now to just build up the scoreline to increase the gap they have.
JW blaming the ladder on that one, not learning himself. We were talking about the movement, actually. We were talking about it in the week, how they are starting to make use of this one. But Dennis going aggressive here. It is just pistols, remember, for Fnatic, but doesn't look like they're going to go too hard. I mean, it was MBK that was around the corner, and as soon as that flash came out, they checked their run and backed away. Double ult for Envy, of course, will take this one slowly. They're not going to rush into the pistols. Keo with another great opener, honestly. Keo and Olaf have been having a right little ding-dong down on B site. JW's been picked off by Apex, and now Apex works his way into yard.
And this is smart by Envy. They've slowed everything down. They know in a 3-on-5, it's Fnatic's job to make the move. They have over a minute left, so they can just wait this out, go for some more kills. NBK does find one. Now they know where Crims is as well. He's taken some damage. The only question mark is Dennis. He's got the deagle. There's one kill. Tags up NBK pretty low, but it's going to be a second kill for him. 12-9 now. EnVyUs have a pretty commanding lead now.
Looking good for them so far. Can they hold their lives? Remember, that's what it's all about this tournament. Each team starts with 3 lives. Whoever's in the commanding position will, of course, be putting teams into action. Will it be G2? Will they go with one of their French brothers? Will they give them an easy round, perhaps? Maybe try and potentially put them against one of the Spanish teams that are here? Or will they decide to put the Danes against each other? Who knows? Olafmeister's about to get very busy, though. He's got the deagle. He manages to land the first shot on towards Apex. MBK will push on through. Gets himself a good tag on towards it, but MBK will come out on top, and that is B-side fully in control of Envy.
Yeah, completely lost. So once again, Fnatic, all they can really do in this round is hope they can deal a little bit of economic damage moving forward. They've got one, I mean, they saved this round. They didn't go for any kind of force buy. They upgraded a few weapons, the pistols, another shotgun, but next round is going to be the one where Fnatic has to start stringing these together, because Envy's going to be up at 13, and this might be the last really, really solid, confident buy they have.
So, full purchase expected from Fnatic. They can't afford the double AWP. I don't think Dennis is going to go for that one. Oh, he is. He's just going to go straight in there. No utility whatsoever needed. Gets himself the AWP, and now it's Olaf's going to stick with it. Okay. Okay, no JW. It's going to stick on Olaf. We'll see how this one works out.
This might mean that JW is going to be aggressive towards that mid connector with the M4. If he gets behind some of these trains, grabbed a more advanced position, somewhere he can be mobile, a little bit more flexible in where he decides to peek and how he decides to move, but early on, no picks going out either way.
Keo's going to challenge Olafmeister. Just going to come around. We can obviously see the X-ray. Olaf just waiting for someone to show. Happy and Keo. Olaf's been challenged a number of times over there. Dennis, meanwhile, also has MBK pushing him on Ivy, but this is the challenge we want to keep our eyes on. JW's come, so Olaf clearly heard the steps, heard the jump, something triggered him to pull JW over.
He had a very slight sliver of information that he could gather when he was peeking up that ramp, just so he could see a leg jumping across, and that's when he called him back. That's when he adjusted deeper into the bomb site, and JW's rotated up to grab that close position with the M4, but EnVy posturing the bombs out towards Ivy, so this is eventually going to be a play towards the A bomb site, the outer yard. And it's starting to look like EnVy's grouping up to make that happen.
NBK's creeping his way in. Apex is going to flash him in by the looks of it. Dennis just got a pop flash and had a quick peek. Didn't get the information he wanted. Now that the smokes are coming there, there's the molly. That's going to force Fnatic away from this, but they know it's coming. They know it's A side. NBK pushes on through, gets himself a double on Dennis and Flusher. That is exactly what they needed. Crims responds with a little bit of help from his friend, but Apex caused in the damage. Now Olafmeister up close, scoping up. Oh, misses the shot on Apex. He can't get away with that at this level. And Keo will do the damage. JW the last man standing. And we were talking about how economically this may hurt Fnatic if they do not pick this round up. It looking like it will be 14-9, and Fnatic now in some serious trouble.
Those were some sick entries by NBK.
Yeah.
So they smoked the left and they Molotov the right. That basically makes Dennis think that that Molotov is used to prevent him from re-peeking so they can gain posture, they can gain ground towards Ivy. He has no idea that NBK is more than willing to run through that fire and how close he is. So he turns away for 1 second to watch for someone come out mid, and NBK punishes him. That's the second time Fnatic's tried to come up with that defense where there's one in hell and one behind that last train, and neither of them really putting eyes on Ivy. So a lot of ground being given to EnVy in that part of the map, and they just took full advantage of it here.
EnVy going full aggression. Kenny pushing very deep with the AWP already. But Fnatic have forced up here. They've got a couple of Mag 7s, so if Kenny gets up too close, it could cause him problems. He does manage to take Flusher down, does get himself a second on Dennis as well. NBK gets the team kill on Kenny. That's not what he wanted, and suddenly it's a 3-on-1, and EnVy just getting picked apart, but it's Apex still standing. Full hit points, everything in his favor here. But now Crims has managed to pick up that AK. It could well swing his way. Olafmeister on the rotate needs to try and join him, because at the moment this is just a one-on-one for Apex. And he'll happily take that challenge, but that bomb has been cut off. And Crims has eyes on it. Apex peeking round, collects himself the bomb, gets himself that one-on-one on Crims, and this is just the worst situation. It was a 3-on-1, but nobody was together, and Apex has just made it 3 single one-on-one actions. He will get the plant down on Olafmeister with it all to do. Can he clutch this out for his team?
Yeah, Apex is using the whole clock, though, trying to find out where Olaf is, and this has allowed Olaf to have the time to give up his shotgun to find an AK-47, and he did just spot that at the last second, so he's got a great read on where this is going, and this might catch Apex off guard. He might have just gotten a little bit unlucky with the timing to where he's just going to get punished here.
Olaf's definitely got the upper ground now. He's going to have the angle, and he just delays. Apex, he's not looking. Looking the other way. Olaf just took a little peek. As soon as he goes for the plant, Olafmeister will stand it. And that was so vital for Fnatic. That would have been match point for EnVyUs. Apex in a 1-on-3. It's a situation generally you shouldn't be winning, but managed to take those one-on-one duels.
And Apex is going to be so confused why Olaf is up at that top ramp at the inner bomb site. That's the last place he expected Olaf to be. You can see from the plant position as well. But just that one bit of information, just that half second where the leg of Apex told Olaf he was going towards CT spawn, and that's going to be around Fnatic. If they can grow and get some rounds off that, that's going to be such a heartbreak for EnVy.
Kenny holding the angle at T-spawn, expecting a push out on Ivy there. Hasn't come from Fnatic. Instead, it was Olafmeister that got himself some information gathering up in brown holes. EnVy were stacked up for it. Still think he's maybe lurking with that Mag 7. It's definitely delayed EnVy. Fnatic in a good position, well-stacked position to try and stop this EnVy attack.
Yeah, and they're just going to try and bully their way into this site, and they might just do it. The utilities are running low. Flushes outside with the only Molotov, no smokes to slow him down as well. It's going to be all on Olaf and JW. Olaf with a shotgun close up on this ladder. This could be a little creative.
Yeah, this is perfect. He saw the nades come around the corner a moment ago, and he's just going to hold there. He's managed to get on towards NBK. That will be the entry they needed, but JW has been taken down by Apex. And Olaf's managed to collect himself an AK. The rest of the team on rotation. This is really awkward now for EnVy because they're almost surrounded. If Olaf can come out on top against Happy here, that's going to cause them some real headaches. And there's Apex, though. He's managed to get behind enemy lines, pushing through the smoke, almost catches Crims off guard as well, but Keo taking down Dennis around the side. Olafmeister's still alive, by the way. Crims comes out on top in that duel, and now Keo, the last man standing. But that bomb plant down, you've got to give it to Keo here. It's 1 and 9 health for the 2 players. If he catches the angle perfectly, and he does, it will go in his favor. Olaf gives his position away. Keo knows exactly where he is and can just rush him down. Almost missed the shot, but comes out on top. It's match point, ladies and gentlemen, for Envy.
Yeah, and once again, a reset onto the economy of Fnatic. I mean, even though they win that, the round that Olaf had just won came down to a one-on-one, so no real money built up whatsoever in it. And Envy's able to respond. So now they have 5 straight match points, and this time they're going up against another shotgun on Olaf. But outside of that, it's just pistols, just upgraded pistols. And they're not the Deagles. They're the 5.7s. They're the CZs, you know, the P250 on JW. So this time it might be something where Fnatic just pushes up close. They don't have the range of that Deagle, so they might just have to get aggressive in the choke points. But they're going up against so much firepower, and already the shotgun is out of their hands.
Yeah, that one weapon they bought, but Crim's trying to get up close on Kenny, but he's not having any of it. Manages to catch himself another. Dennis, the last man standing for Fnatic, to lose their first life here. They did say they might lose just 1 life.
Yeah, that is what they said. So it's,
yeah.
At least they got it out of the way early.
Get it out of their system. It was down to Envy. 16-10 on Train. Solid T-side from Envy overall, really. I mean, they, as you mentioned, it's generally the way you win both pistols, you should be winning the game.
Right. Well, the big thing on that second half is they were able to control the economy the whole way through.
Yeah.